The video you're about to watch is from the FXBilliards Masterclass on 8-ball. Visit FXBilliards.com for more information and to order the series. One of my favorite situations to discuss is a situation where we have a ball on the edge of the side pocket. Now this is a problem because that ball only goes the long way down table, and very often if you shot it down table, you would hit the edge of the pocket on the way down. So the best solution in dealing with this 6-ball is to nudge it whenever possible and get it off of this rail so that it is more makeable and you can deal with playing it either in that same side pocket or down table. That situation could be a run killer for many of your runouts. Players have those balls. They try to shoot at the length of the table. The length of the table very often doesn't work. But the shot that we took works whether the ball is a quarter of the way in the pocket, 10% of the way in the pocket, regardless. But reiterating, when we hit that ball, there's a couple of things you want to keep in mind. The direction that you're going to play that ball. You don't want to come in from the side pocket direction because then you end up in the side pocket. Number two, you just want to nudge it so that it stays hopefully in front of that pocket and you can use that pocket to play the ball later on. Number three, you have to have a plan in order to get to it. It is very important that you find these early because these are some of the more difficult situations that you're going to deal with. Far more difficult than clusters because your target area is much smaller than if you have a cluster situation. Now here we have a similar situation. You can see our 6-ball once again is on the edge of the side pocket. But this time we're going to take a more creative route and get position on this 4-ball so we can use the 4 to nudge our 6-ball off with a carom shot. Now this is a good shot because what we're doing is making our 4-ball and getting the 6 off of the edge. This is one of the most dynamic ways to clear up those edge of the pocket type situations because you get to make a ball. You don't have to have a precise draw shot or anything like that. And very often your ability to hit that 6-ball and make your 4-ball is not so difficult. It's not an extraordinary shot. You just have to put yourself in a position to shoot it. And you also have to recognize that the situation exists. But those are situations that you want to look at when it comes to balls on the edge of the pocket, because anytime you can clear that up and make a ball at the same time, that's going to be your ideal situation. So we finish out our run. Notice that I left the 2-ball as my key ball, this side pocket shot. You'll hear it over and over again, but side pocket shots I think make the absolute best key balls when you can pull it off, because regardless of where you put your 8-ball, they give you an opportunity to run out to get position on those shots. Let's look at another situation. This is a layout you see very often in 8-ball. I want you to look at the 2-ball and the 1-ball here and notice that they're both on the rails. We actually have the 7-ball on the rail too. Anytime we have balls on the rail, these need to become our targets of primary interest. And one of the best ways to get balls that are on the rail like this, like the 1 and the 2, is to get between them. So you notice I used the 6-ball to land between these 2 balls. So now I can just go from end to end, play the 2-ball, play the 1-ball, play the 7, 5, 8 in that order, and I'm going to be out. But if I did not land between those 2 balls to get this position, I would have had a difficult time not just making the 2 and the 1, but making them in a way that they would lead to each other. So now we're on the 7-ball. We're going to bounce out here just the right amount of speed to get on this 5-ball, and we'll be out. But more importantly than anything else, recognize those balls that are on the rail. Get yourself between those balls. You'll have a much easier time dealing with them if you can get relatively straight. Another common run killer are parallel balls. If you notice here, the 2, the 1, and the 3 are parallel to each other on the table. This doesn't look like much, but these are problem situations. When you see balls that are parallel to each other like this, it means you're going to have to do something good as far as your position play to get to these balls. They do not create a triangle that's going to make it easy for you to run them out. So as you can see, it required a nice draw shot, another draw shot off of a rail, perfect position on each one of them in order to run out the rest of this rack. So when you recognize parallel balls on the table, there are two things you should be aware of. One, I need to do something special. And two, I need to deal with them early. If I can find a triangle, you want to deal with that triangle to break them up. But if you can't find a triangle that works, then be prepared to shoot some delicate, speed-sensitive draw shots and follow shots so that you can clear up that parallel ball situation. Here's another parallel ball situation that needs to get your attention. Notice that the 2 ball and the 3 ball now are laying on the short rail. This is one of the worst situations you can find. What we did was played the 6 ball on the side with high left-hand English. We want to get as straight as we can on these balls without having them get in our way. And I don't know if you noticed, I looked down table to see where the 1 ball is so that I knew just how much to pop out to get to this 2 ball. So now we move right in line with this 1. But the lesson of the day is when you see those parallel balls, address them right away, get between them as much as you can. But when you're shooting the last of your parallel balls, you want to make sure that you have an angle that is going to allow you to get down table to run the rest of the rack. So identify those situations. You're going to have fewer headaches, you're going to run more racks, and you're going to win more games of 8-ball.
Hey gang, it's MJ with FXBilliards. If you're ready to elevate your 8-ball skills, our new MasterClass series is designed just for you. This comprehensive program includes more than 20 detailed videos covering everything from precision pattern play and drills to mastering safeties and developing a powerful 8-ball break. We even delve into the mental strategies that can transform your game. Interested? Visit us online today for more details and to enroll in FXBilliards 8-ball series at our low introductory price.